Hello, it's me again, Andy from Blitz Gaming. I hope you're having all a great day. It's absolutely miserable in the UK. Horrid outside. Rain, rain, rain. Okay, this is part 4 and the last part of AMD's 2400G. A few more games to go through. Quite a few intensive games for graphics. And they're games what people are playing at the end of the day. So we got them on there at the end of the day, and then we'll talk about what happens next. Okay, so let's look at the benchmarks.
That elf girl moves quick. She strikes quick. Pulls that on. How'd you like that, Tark?
raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R-V-A-N. Not Goidemar.
Looking for trouble?
My gran told me about a Smith boy. Lad went missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting their bar. Started poking and asking. Then he started twisting and squirming, so ran back. I hide it, razor.
What did the folk do? They could have sewed his head back on.
Word is, they rode his coat to the west.
I know, it's what I know. Elsa Jones.
What happened to your mum?
Are you well? Please, help me! Good God! Christ! That's an order! I am a lawman, and you will stop. Get him, let's go. Hello.
Please, prove we ain't a land of savages. Prove we're here for each other.
Hello. Out of the way!
My pockets are feeling light. About time we went on a tear. Ran across a path full of locals the other day. They won't forget
each other. It's not about survival of the fittest.
You got some kind of problem with me?
Easy.
Is it fixed yet?
It's the same as when you asked me 10 seconds ago.
Okay, you've seen the benchmarks. Okay, I've proved again that you can play these games. Now I will do an intensive on some of these games where you can play around for a good hour, saying that yes, the 2400G you can play at the end of the day. I know they'll just benchmarks, quick run round for 5 minutes, but yeah, we will do. We might like do a whole mission like a Battlefield 1 for an hour, playing around on the 2400G. So what happens next? So you got your 2400G, you got your budget system. Well, graphic cards go back to normal, and processors come easily available, or anything easily available. At the moment, they're all hard items to get hold of. Where do we go next? Now, basically, everything in stock is disappeared, so I can only expect the new stuff, the new technology stuff, like AMD's 6000 series, Nvidia's 3000 series, will be the only things what will be available in the near future. So you can be looking at Nvidia's 3050, 3060 for 1080p, going into 1440p, possibly with a 3060. AMD's 6700. Now they're not released the lower end tiers yet, but they must be coming at the end of the day. But it's 7000 or 6700 XT, I should call it. It's more of a 1440p sort of card and it's around £400. But we want to look at 250 to 300. At the end of the day, we don't really want to go over that budget because at the end of the day, we're looking at 1080p. Now, if you want to go higher than 1080p, 1440p, yeah, look at an NVIDIA 3070, 6700 XT from AMD or 6800 and 6800 XT. They're great if they ever turn up in price, but you're going price wise, I don't know what prices will be when they turn up. I think the NVIDIA 30 series is supposed to be around £300, 325. The AMD's 6700 XT, I think is supposed to be around the 500 barrier, not including the reference design, which is basically about £420. But basically, at the moment, if you look at any of these cars, they're at least £200 over that price. So hopefully everything will go back to normal. Now I have heard some silly rumours, and in 2 to 3 months from now, it may all suddenly be fixed. If that's true, great. But the worst of it, 2 or 3 months from now, in theory, the next series will start coming through. Now, if that will happen, now the manufacturers may say, okay, we won't release next year's series, and then they, because everyone's had a nightmare trying to get hold of this year's series. So, I don't know. Really, we have to wait and see how the year pans out. But I will put a link up in a minute. Also with an Intel build, I should put a link up. Now, the items I will put up for Intel, just to let you know, the built-in graphics card, the 750 we're going to look at, not the 730 or the 650, because anything below the 750 is too slow, in my opinion. I'm not saying you can't play games, but if you go by the 2400G from AMD, they're going to be slower than that. So if you're not happy with all the benchmarks, you're going to be way worse off on the Intel side. Now, Intel's the fastest graphic card, built-in graphic card, is a 750. Now what I've seen on it, it can be pretty close in some games to the AMD's 2400G, and in others, it's a long way off. And they just what you got to put up with. But considering we're in the market at the moment, AMD APUs processors are also hard to get hold of, as well as their graphic cards. Intel's quite easy to get your hands on, but not going to be cheap. I mean, AMD's 2400G, I think when I bought it, I think it was like £120. Now the latest prices I've seen, if they were in stock, around 150. Intel are wanting a good £200 for their processors. So if you're looking at building a budget and having a budget build for gaming, well, it's not really coming to budget. It's getting pretty dear. At the end of the day, you're going to be spending probably at least £100, closer to 600 quid, I think, at the end of the day, for an Intel system. So that's the end of the video. Oh, there's one other thing. I will be doing a follow-up of the 2400G in the near future. I'm going to try and get my RX 480 to work. We've had an overheating problem. And what I'll do, I should put that on, we should fix it together. Well, I'll try and fix it together. I should do a video of it. Basically, we take the fan off, replacing it, put the fan back on, see if it solves the problem. Put it in the system with the 2400G, see the difference in benchmarks. Now, I'm not asking you to buy an RX 480. I mean, if you can get one, and they'll be second hand, I can't see you ever getting a new one. It's possible there are some shops around the world who do have them. But you wouldn't be wanting to pay second hand for no more than, well, ideally, I personally won't pay no more than 80 quid. But, or even 50. I mean, it's nearly 4 years old at the end of the day. I mean, when it came out, it was £280, I think, £300. So, I certainly wouldn't spend any more money than that. And then it's second hand. And then so, you've got the RX 480 And the RX 580, just in case you don't know, they're actually the same card, just rebranded for the following year. So, and again, Nvidia's 1650. Now I've seen them, they're a ridiculous price, £300. Again, they should be really right down below, giving them away, and then £800 sort of card, on the second-hand market. But I'll let you know if you haven't noticed any videos on the second-hand market for computers. There's a lot of crooks out there at the end of the day stating this card is so and so, and when you get it, it's nothing like what it's supposed to be. So if you do buy one online from one of these third-party sites where they auction stuff off, when you get, well, you want to go to a place where you can get your money back, as simple as that, if it's not what it's supposed to be. So just let you know. Okay, that's me done. Well, my next video I'll be, I think, playing Planet Coaster. So we haven't played Planet Coaster for ages, so we get back to do a video game at the end of the day. Play one of them, and we're doing a 24G for about an hour. Have fun, just to prove it works at the end of the day. And then we switched over to the big boy behind us at the end of the day to get things going properly. Okay, that's me done. No more nattering. If you like the video, please subscribe and have fun all.